Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Dropping back, it's Harvin. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They'll run the option. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Looking to throw, it's Harvin. Fires to the wideout. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them. After the catches, their specialty can make some magic happen.
Hit the get. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Orange. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first. It's a fake. He wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The short hands, it's Gentry. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Syracuse. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 10 over Cal. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Fires to the right. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Cuse. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. The give to the back. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Harvin. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now adjusting. He's got him wide open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Orange. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The play action fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got rid of it just in time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No.
And he breaks into the open. Discards him with the stiff arm. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Goes to the option. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw. It's Harvin. Fires into the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up to add another. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Running it to the right. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The running back has it. At the 35, he's open. Running toward the tape. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cuse.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
That's caught. It's Moffitt. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. To throw, it's Harvin. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. To him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that lap.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And I think when you're trying to throw against this guy, especially when he's in zone coverage, you got to anticipate the throws. You got to get it out before your receiver turns around to look. Because if you're even half a second too late, he makes you pay with interceptions.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Okay, now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Here we go. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Jamison. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt and from the right side. And that is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Easy. The DBs will back off a bit. Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Burrow. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll open the second half on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success, and now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Scanning the field, it's Jamison. He finds his man. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir. No mas. Get it together.
It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Orange. And the route is on. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is blocked. Now he can return this.
A great job forcing the fumble. But here's the thing. I'm okay with plays. If I make you earn it and don't give up those big plays and make you not get a penalty, not put the ball on the turf, I think that's what good defense is about. Great job by the defense, bowing their neck up, forcing the turnover.
Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The option look. He'll pitch it. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 13 over Cal. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Offense defense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Handoff to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield, it's Harvin. Coming after it. Now improvising. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, reflecting in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down in the stat book as a catch.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Leaves it with the running back. Smashes through. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Trying to move them on the counter. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Runs through a tackle. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Let's go! From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to throw, it's Harvin. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And it'll come to rest just inside the 50-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll test the right side. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
They're going to ride this running back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for a crease. It's Gentry. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee.